everyone, welcome to a new video on the channel. Today we are still in my reading data journal in this video, and I'm just going to slow things down just a little bit to take some people through setting up a journal step by step. We're only going to do a cover page, so I'm just going to flip through here so far. This is my overall cover page. But we are looking at the yearly cover page, and my journal came with these bins in it, which I don't understand, but they're okay, just ignore those. We're going to flip to this page here, so we're just going to be working on this portion here today. I have pre-done some things, but it's very simple setup. We're going to kind of look at it together. My theme for this year's reading data, and also, well, this reading data journal will be lasting hopefully 3 years, but I want to continue on with my academia type vibes the whole way through, just for cohesive, just to keep everything cohesive. So I have gone and grabbed some decorative paper, because that is one of the easiest ways to decorate a page. We are going to zoom in a little bit. Let me just see where the button is for that. Am I pushing the wrong way? Yes, I am. Right, that's a bit too close. So I have got these really darling pieces of vertical design, and what I've gone ahead, and you can see here it's got like this little jagged edging around it, which is very cute on its own. What I have done is gone and cut one away from the 2-pack, and we're going to stick this in. We're also going to use some other decorative pieces. I've got some sticker here with some words on it, but I did think I might use these for a little bit of contrast in the background instead. And I've got a piece of an old book just lying around, and what else do I have? Oh yes, the the numbers that we're going to use are in the stamp pack, so we're going to get 2025 out of here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use anything else. It is very, very cute. I do really like this little thing that says stay curious. We'll see. We're going to use this StazOn ink here. It is called Claret or Claret, one of them. It's a really nice dark red. You can see it on the headers that I've already done. Here on this on this craft paper. And I'm just going to continue it through, but I'm going to put it on the white paper this time around, and we'll just play around with things. So for someone who's starting out and doesn't know how to decorate, or doesn't think they can decorate, they can't draw, I find that decorative paper is the best answer, and lots of texture. So we're going to start by putting, I don't have a tape dispenser on a roll, on a what are they, a tape runner. So I am using my double-sided tape, and I always end up running it off to the side somehow. It's like I can't line things up properly. So we're just going to put some of this down on this. I should have had this set up beforehand, but let's just do this entire page together in the time it takes me to do it normally without setting it up. Like I did mention, I have sort of mapped my idea out before I turn on the camera, but I haven't stuck anything down, I haven't inked anything. We're going to do every bit of that together. For jagged edges, you don't have to be as particular as I am with the tape and get it on every bit, but I've had too many times where it's lifted. So I do end up taking that extra bit of time to put down a bit more tape. This stuff is really sticky. So we've got that part, and what the idea is going to be is I'm going to put that piece down, this one here, but this one will be underneath it, and I'm not sure if I want to rip the edge on this one as well and have that organic look the whole way through, or have a straight edge. I haven't decided yet. I was going to rip this in half, but we'll decide on that portion when we get to it. We've got some little stickers off to the side here. I'm not telling anyone to go out and purchase a lot of like things. You can find a lot of decoration in magazines or newspapers or anything that you might have in your house that you may not consider as decoration at first. You can always play around with, and depending on your theme you'll be able to figure something out. Pinterest and Google searching and printing things out is also a really great way to decorate. And I would also urge you to check out places like Design Bundles and also Creative Fabrica. I will link them below. Just be mindful that some of the creations nowadays are made with AI, and it is getting harder to tell for some designs which one's AI and which one's not. I would really like it to be marketed saying this was made with the AI creator, because these programs do have them, but they are fully licensed, and you can use them in your designs. And that's why I like these places. They have a lot of bundles for free at times, and you can get a lot of really cool designs from there that you can then print out. So there are definitely free options out there for designing when you're new to journaling. So we've got our two pieces that we need to stick down. I'm going to use my trusty little weeding tool to get the backings off, and the goal is to line this up right now roughly where we want it to go. So if we then grab a pencil and mark very loosely along there, we can figure out where that was meant to finish and figure out if we want a straight edge or not. I think I might go with the straight edge, because then I don't have to figure that out. And this is just some vintage decoration that comes on a roll, much like the tape there that had the writing on it. This is, unfortunately, why does my dog here always end up in everything? There we go. Not as straight on that edge there, but it will do. Came in a little pack of 4. Where did I put the packaging? Right there in front of me. So I've got these 4 washi tapes, and if you can find a place that does stationery that's local to you, this comes from a local online stationery shop called Hedgehog Journals here in New Zealand, that I got this pack of particular washi. You can find some really good deals to decorate with. I'm going to just cut that away, and now we can go back to our layering effect. I always find that you can get a bit more interest if you layer things. I'm still getting used to that, and I've been bullet journaling since 2017, so I find scrapbooking and layering still a little foreign at times. In this case I have a plan, I know which way I want it to go, but sometimes I am not very good at it and it looks kind of silly afterwards. But that's why we always do test runs if we can, or at least that's what I do. I like to line everything up before I set it down. And you'll notice if you watch a lot of my videos, when I'm doing the cover pages, I actually have taken a photo of them in a certain order, and I'll generally have my phone off to the side to remind myself of that order, and 9 times out of 10 there'll be always a change, whether or not I accidentally stuck it down in the wrong spot, or I've decided in that moment that I would prefer to use a different piece. It just really depends on the day, and I really enjoy the aspect of sort of doing that and then changing my mind and finding where it will end me up. So I'm going to try and get this as close to the edge as possible without having to cut it off, because it's one of my pet peeves. And look, we've already gotten most of the page decorated. We're just on to the last stretch here, and this is so far, more so because I'm talking, taking me about 10 minutes. So it doesn't have to take you very long, and utilize tools that are at your disposal. Most of the time I will either find a font and trace it on I'll take a font and print it out and then trace it into my journal. You'll see me doing that tons of times because I cannot trust my own handwriting. Or other times, and like in this case, I will use stamps. So the headers for this book have been done with a packet of stamps, rubber stamps that are wooden backed, that I got from, actually I didn't purchase them, my best friend who I live with did. We've got a capitals and we've got the lowercase as well. This is just from Kmart or the 𝓛𝓮𝓱 brand, and I believe this whole pack, including the inks here, is like $5 or $6, and I think that's really affordable, and you can reuse this in many different ways. I actually really like, I did test the gold, I actually really like it. I haven't tested the other colours because I have my own inks from when we purchased some a couple of years ago, and they've hardly been touched because I admit that I'm not the first to reach for them. I normally will ink things on with my oh, what are they called? My pens, like my Tombows, I will generally just draw them on. It takes 10 times longer that way too, but that's crooked, but I'm not going to bother with it. I think that looks kind of cool, because if I rip that back up, that will rip that. But if you'd been paying more attention and not been talking like I am, you could have got that straighter than me. So like I said, you can just find things really easily. Looking online can help you find the tools that you might want to use. Stamps are kind of expensive depending on where you look, and it's down to you to figure out where you want to purchase from. I purchase from a variety of shops, and I do try to find them in places like Kmart if I can, because I really do appreciate the wooden back ones, though these see-through ones are very easy to find, like your centers and stuff. It's much easier to stamp them than going in blind with the wooden ones. Just going to measure out my page now and find the middle, which is here. And so I'm going to put this to with my StazOn ink. I'm going to do it, I think I'm going to go about here. Lovely. Now I am going to use that 2 again, but because I want to line things up, I'm going to go with the 5 next. And annoyingly, for some reason my nail has come off. I'm actually really due to do my nails, but I am trying to avoid that they are ready to come off because I have a lot to do, including this journal, but I'll have to do that tomorrow at some point. So, oh, it moved. That's alright. when you're starting out in the earlier portions of your journal, it can, well, that's alright, it can sort of, like, as you can see, it's doing this. So stamping is a little bit on the trickier side. And I do have a stamp cleaner, which I'm going to use after we're done here. But this is really easy, an easy way to line up your stamps. So you can see where you last went, whereas with the wooden ones, you have to kind of guess. I'm going to go about there. Really liking this. Could have gone a little bit to the right with the stamping, but like I said at the beginning of this doesn't have to take us a lot of time. This is just a cover page. I just want to do something simple and have fun with it, which I am definitely having fun with doing this. I'm just gonna use that off camera. Okay, last step, I'm going to try and push my page away from myself. There we go. Did I completely line this up? Probably not. But am I happy with that? Absolutely. So we could stop this right here. I mean, I am a little wondering if I should have ended the washi tape, but then it would have been a really stark line everywhere. So we could just stop here and call it done. It looks pretty good this way. We could elevate it a little bit more. Let's see. Do I like that one? No, but I do like this one here. Can I reach into it? Oh, that one's even nicer. So this is just again from that hedgehog journals. I think you can get these from like 𝓤𝓼𝓭 and all those types of little online stores that sell stickers and stationery. Be very mindful of those places because they can sucker you into buying a lot more than what you anticipated. And always try and find a creator on YouTube if you can, or someone who has the links in their Instagram or other social media accounts for percentages, like you can get discounts, because buying stationery can be quite expensive. I'm just trying to find where I put my scissors, but I'll just use my sharper ones, I think, because I want to try and get rid of this white edge. So the wax seal is a bit more just on its own. And I think, I don't know if we will put that Stay Curious stamp down, because I've already taken the time to set up my other cover page in this journal. I'm not taking the time with this one so much because this one was just sort of a divider rather than having any true meaning to the journal. Obviously I wanted to have yearlies marked by something. No, I think I will put it up there. Does that look stupid? We can always take it off, but maybe we could put the little Stay Curious down here. Actually, I will go with it. So this one was just like a little tiny decorative page. It doesn't have any true meaning to the setup. I just wanted to have a bit of fun, and instead of using the red, we're going to go with this other colour that I've got here by StazOn, which is Ganache, and it's a very lovely, very dark brown. Can sometimes look quite close to black on the page. I really like it. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in this corner just here. There we go. Quite like that. So it's very simple. We could keep adding to this and building on it. We could take more of these stamps here, like the typewriter, put it here, you know, just really keep building on it. But I think for a starting point, this will be all that's needed. I could use more stickers. We could find different elements. I've got more stamps that are bookish over here. Again, could have done something very similar, like putting this book here. That one's actually really quite cute. We could add some washi up here, and again we can just see what that looks like and very lightly put it down. We could use this one for a pop of gold. No, we've got writing on the page already. I think it would be a bit too busy with this musical note one, so we can just try with this little gold one that I love. I use it quite often actually. Just is quite elegant. If I can get it to open, where is the, there. So if we just rip that off and we just lightly push it down onto the page, what are we thinking? I actually really like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut that edge off. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think we'll put the same one at the top as well, just to balance it out a little bit and fill in that gap, because unfortunately this journal is a little bit of a awkward size, so I'm still getting used to it. This is my first time using a square journal, so it's all about trying to learn. New things. There we go. Much happier with that. How do we think about that? Still doesn't help that that's crooked, but it's just a cover page for now. Do we want to put that on there? So this is what I mean. You could continue to fill this page up, but I think we're going to stop here. We could put a line around there though. How do we want to do it with the darker brown? Yeah, I think we do. Okay. And I'm not going to hand draw this line because I feel like it will detract from everything that I'm trying to do here. So let's go with I'm really happy with that now. Adding that little line around it really helped, I think, tie everything together. I'm going to now use my scissors here and round off the washi tape edges, and then we'll be done with the setup of this portion of the journal. Like I said, we're only doing this page together, because the rest of it I will film in my next reading data journal video, because I've already done one portion. Part 1 is already up on the channel, and that is all about those pages that I flipped through in the beginning, and then the pages to come are more so statty for 2025. So very, very happy with that. Thank you so much for spending some time with me as we did this little adventure together, and just showing you that you don't have to draw anything. I literally used tools to do this job for me, and you can have a little bit of fun and just play around with layering things. There's things that you could do differently than what I did, and have fun with it, really. I'm really grateful that you've stopped by to watch this video. I'm not in any way stating that I am very good at decorating. This is just something that I have learned to do over some time, and I can't draw myself. So if you see anything that's hand drawn, it's generally because I have traced it in myself. So this is a really good way to decorate without having to go the extra mile. Do we want to put that back on? I think we'll lower it. What do we think? What do we think of that? I'll think on it. I'll leave it there. I can pull it off again. But, yeah, I'm really glad that I decided to do this today in real time, and I will see you in my next video. Until we next meet, have fun reading or journaling. Bye, everyone.